Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks of how to get a little bit healthier after lockdown, because I know we've all been eating far too much. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sally Jack's TV Mum. I'm so pleased to meet you if you're brand new. It's lovely to have you here. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, please. And don't forget to hit that bell notification, please, as well. Now, what I wanted this vlog to be about, Soldier Steve is up there. If anybody watches me and follows me, they'll know Soldier Steve. It's Frankie Jack. He moves around the house as Soldier Steve, a bit like Elf on the Shelf. Anyway, this is all about how unhealthy most people have been in lockdown. Some people haven't, but most people I speak to have. Now, I'm not a fitness trainer or anything like that. I haven't got any sort of what I would say is experience as in teaching or being out on the field. But what I have got experience in is that I used to be a professional dancer. Now, you wouldn't look at me and think that I was, because obviously I've put on weight. I had problems after the birth of my son with iron deficiency, but I won't go into that. That's another thing, and it's in a lot of the iron vlogs that I do about health. But I will tell you that I do know a little bit about losing weight and looking after your weight, which I should put into practice, which I am going to, and also how to work out at home. So I want to pass some of those tips and tricks on to you. But bear in mind, when you see me full length, you will know that I have put a bit of weight on in lockdown, but that weight needs to come off. So I'm going to show you, first of all, some of the stuff that I'm going to be eating and some of the things that I'm going to be doing, and also I'm going to be showing you some of the things I had been doing during lockdown before I twisted my ankle, and some of the products that I use within my home, because don't forget, all gyms are closed. What's really important is that before you start anything, whether that's healthier eating, whether that's a plan, whether that is a diet you want to go on, whether that's exercise, whether that's going out walking, whether that's cycling, or whether that's working out just in the comfort of your own home, whatever you're doing, it's advisable to always speak to your GP beforehand, because everybody is different. So obviously I'm not medically trained and I'm not a fitness expert. All I can tell you is some of the things that I've done in the past and what I will be doing going forward. But you obviously, if there's any problems, please check with your GP beforehand. This we've only found in lockdown. We call it Paddy and Beach, which is a bit of a giggle. It's our pet name, but we didn't even know it existed. And we've done multiple walks and seen some beautiful things, been outdoors and spent time as a family. Something that we wouldn't have done before lockdown. What we've also found as a family is so many different things that we didn't even know existed in our area. I've lived in this house for over 22 years now, and we've been down on some walks and seen woods and things like that we didn't even know was there. Now obviously that's not going to be the same for everybody, because obviously this is the area I live in, you know, that's common sense. But there could be areas that you've never seen. It could be that you can travel, because we can now travel to different areas to have a look and go and see and visit different things. Of course, mine had to stop once I sprained my ankle, but that was one of the things that was keeping us really fit, because we were walking about 5 miles a day to start off with, and it's something that will definitely carry on even after lockdown. So this is on the side in my house, in my kitchen. So first of all, I'm going to start with an amazing plan that you could be doing. Jane Plan is basically all prepared. It's vacuum packed. There's no nasties, no naughties in there, no added sugar or anything like that. And you can get whole meal plans that you can follow, which means that you don't have to, basically these just go into the microwave or into the oven, and it takes 3 minutes in the microwave. So you can have food like that, which is the better way, because when you're hungry, that's when you go to pick. Now this is on a deal as and when, so I'll put a link below, but it might not be on a deal as yet. So if it's not, then bear with it. But you get breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you get that for 4 weeks with weekends off. So that's a plan that you can go on that basically calorie counts and portion controls you. And it's a plan, not a diet. That's very important for you to know. Then as we move on to here, I've got my trusted Nutribullet. You can see it's very, very well used. I love this. You can still get them. Sadly, Ideal World don't sell them anymore, but you can still get them online, and it is the best tool. I love it because I have a lot of protein shakes. So protein shakes is what I will start back on, and this is the protein shake I go on. I also love Herbalife Herbalife as well. But I would make up a shake in here, and I would possibly put maybe some raspberries, some blueberries with it, or I could, with it being chocolate, I would put a banana. And that I would have breakfast and lunch, and then I would make my dinner at night. One of the things I also have is Herbalife Tea. Now this is very expensive to get your hands on, however it lasts an awful long time. So that tub there, I don't drink it every single day, but that tub there has probably lasted me a good 6 months, and that's the raspberry tea that I take. So those are some of the things that I do in the kitchen. I'm also very particular to try and cut down. If I'm not doing Jane Plan and I'm doing something like this, then I will cut down on my carbs. So I would try and do a more keto diet. Another great tip that I've learned over the years is that it's really, really important that you drink lots and lots and lots of water. Water is what keeps you hydrated. It stops you feeling hungry or as hungry, because quite a lot of people go for drinks instead, or go for food instead of going for a drink. So try and be having that 2 to 3 litres of water a day, and it needs to be just water. That's the only thing that really hydrates people. But a little bit of a trick that I have up my sleeve. Some people will agree, some people won't. But if I am trying to go on any sort of diet or any sort of thing where I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight and I've still got those sugary cravings, then they can be absolute hell. So one of the things that I do is I drink a Diet Coke. I don't have many of them, and I certainly don't have one every single day, because fizzy drinks are not good for you. They've got nothing in them, no calorific intake, and they also can make you bloat, and they can make your ankles swell by the end of the day. So these do not hydrate you. But if at night or during the day that you're really struggling and you've got a really sweet tooth, this is a great thing to crack open and have, and sometimes it can curb that sweetness that we have. But don't do it every day, because obviously fizzy drinks are not good for you. Put your trainers on and go out running. This gets you out about. This gets you seeing different parts of your area as well, or walking if you can't run. This is something that I did quite a bit during lockdown until I sprained my ankle, unfortunately, but I got to it in the last week of lockdown before I went back to work. I'm a little bit out of breath, but running with ease, what I've just shown you, and my thing for my phone, and Frankie Jack came with me on the back to keep me company. This is obviously really good for the lungs. I've been really bad during lockdown, eating too much. I'm going back out to society. A bit late to start, but better late than never. I did start at the beginning of lockdown with running, but unfortunately I sprained this ankle falling off a ladder, and it made me unable to do anything bar walk and hobble for about 4 weeks. So hello Dolly. So Pro Skins reduce the appearance of cellulite. Yes, I've said that word. You need to be wearing them 8 hours a day, and to start getting results, you want to see it over 28 days. So you can sleep in them if you're not wearing them every day. But I know a lot of people have been living in gym gear, but these are absolutely sensational, and they're so, so comfortable. Another thing, if you're going out running, is to get yourself some headphones. I've got the Bluetooth ones, and I've got comfortable ones. The ones that go in my ears don't work for me. They've got to go over the ears, if that makes sense, and these are Bluetooth. And then of course you've got your mobile phone, because you want to listen to music. So actually at the start of lockdown I bought myself this from Amazon, and it goes around my arm. My phone goes in there, and actually you can put your front door key in this slot here, and that also goes over my electric bike that I bought from Ideal World as well. So it's a great device, or great item, and I'm so glad I purchased it. So this is what I would do, and this is what I did do at the start of lockdown to go out running. Now, I love my Vibrapower. I did have the Vibrapower Disc 1, but I actually sold it and I've got the new one. And this is fantastic. It's not to say that the old one is no good. If you've got the old one, it doesn't matter which one you're using, but this has just got a bigger sort of foot area, and I just prefer it. And I get on here after I've done a run. Normally, I do lots of squats like you're seeing me do now. So I normally do between 50 and 100 squats. And then I also do chair dips, and I do the plank plank as well. You'll probably see me get in some strange positions now. This is the plank that I do, normally covering roughly around about a minute to do that, but you may want to build yourself up. But the Vibrapower is usually sort of a thing that you can go on for 3 minutes every other day if you're just starting out. Now, the reason being is that it vibrates and it uses 100% of your muscle fibers rather than sort of 40 to 60% if you weren't using it. So the squats are more powerful if you're using the vibration plate. It's also great to warm up and cool down after a workout as well, and it just sits in my lounge. I sometimes just shove it at the back of the dining room table, or I put it upstairs in my dressing room and I use it up there. It just depends. If you haven't got a Vibrapower or don't want to get one, then tins of beans and things like that are going to be great for working out your arms and also holding on to if you're going to do squats with it in the home. And I would say start off with maybe doing, I don't know, 10 squats a day if you can do that. Look on YouTube as well and somebody will actually teach you how to do a squat properly, because there's that many people that do it wrong. You've actually got to lean back on your heels, so you've got to be able to wiggle your toes and move your toes. Your feet have got to be shoulder width apart, and you've got to sit down as if you're going to the toilet. You've got to sit down as if you're going to go on the loo. That's the way you've got to do it, and bend right the way down. You don't lean forward. That's a mistake a lot of people make, or they have their legs too far together, or they just do little ones like this because they feel like it's a bit weird. It does feel a bit weird when you start off, but once you've gotten to the hang of it, they are absolutely brilliant and they really do work those legs. Another thing is running up and down the stairs at home, or doing steps on the bottom step if you have steps. That's another good one. If you haven't, then get outside and maybe do it on the curb if you can. Times we're better to have a healthier body, and that's obviously what I want to get myself back to. I'm not as bad as what I was last year because obviously my iron deficiency has been sorted out, but unfortunately I've eaten and drunk far too much, and that needs to come off now. I need to be healthier because I'm going back into society, and that's my view on it. So that's why I wanted to do this kind of vlog. Another thing that I bought during lockdown, which has been absolutely incredible and has actually turned out to be our family's new hobby, is that Frankie Jack and Gary had a bike, and I'm like, when we cleaned out the garage, I said, where's my bike? He said, we threw it years ago. I was like, oh my gosh, that means I can't come out with you. I know, because obviously we're not going to be going on holiday this year. We're going to want to get out and about. So we've got to find something to entertain ourselves. And I have to say, biking has been brilliant. Hello! I've now got you on the front of my bike, so say hello, Frankie Jack. Hello. Hello. Right, so we're going to cycle and show you where we're going. That's good. Just a quick clip, because I've got more to show you in another vlog. I'm going to try and put a vlog together of us all cycling. I use the electric on and off. I try to just use it maybe on hills when I'm struggling a little bit. It is brilliant though, and it feels like a rocket. I did just want to make this a short, sweet vlog just to show you over some of the things. So some of the things I will mention in other vlogs going forward, because obviously I want to get a lot healthier with my life. So these are some of my ideas for coming out of lockdown, and I just wanted to put them forward to you because I know quite a few of you have asked me, what am I doing health-wise? How am I looking after myself? So these are just some of my ideas. Thank you so much for watching. There's lots of different things that you can do around the home. Number one is make sure you've taken plenty of water. Number two, make sure you're looking at your vitamins and minerals. If you want to go and have those bloods done and those bloods tested for any deficiencies that I talk about, that I know about, then there's a link below with Forth with Life where you can actually have that blood test done at home with just a finger prick test, and you can do it yourself. You can go and have it done free at the doctor's. However, if you're struggling for your doctor to do those specific bloods, which some people are, not everybody, but some people are, then of course that private blood test is the way to go. But I'll leave everything in the description box below. But thanks ever so much for watching, and if you're new, please click that subscribe button. I would love you to be part of the YouTube family, and if it's you that's been around for ages with me, I love you lots. You know I do. Leave your comments in the section below. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you later.